don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Dragstrip. And I just happened to find this at my local Walmart. They had the other three, the skids and the blue RC. Honestly, I wasn't interested in those. I wanted to take a look at this. The packaging is kind of different on one side, and it flares out through here, so that's different. Don't know if I like that or not, but it doesn't really matter if I like it or not, does it? Yeah, that's pretty much the box. I was just sitting here going through it, you know, not paying any attention whatsoever to what I was doing, and now I suppose we can, oh dear, I suppose we can open up this box here. It acts like it's got tape on it, but man alive, that was tight. Okay. Oh, taped right here. You know, I'm not at all afraid to jump ahead and pull the boxes, pull the figures out of the boxes when it's appropriate. But for the first one in this line, I thought it would be nice if we actually got to see what was in here. So you get that blue thing right there. The directions, empty box. The directions were behind this, so that's something to take note of. Worst transformation instructions ever. Let's see here. Let's set him back in the back and take a look at what we got here. Looks like it transforms in about 17 steps. Okay, so yeah, we'll figure this out. We'll figure it out. Let's see, why don't we go ahead and get him out of his prison here. Clip, 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 and clip. So the gun should just come right out at this point, theoretically. Okay. Yeah, they're in there nice and tight. So I know there's probably already been reviews of this. Honestly though, I can't remember seeing any. So I don't think in any way I'm ahead of the curve, but there's something still holding it in there. What's holding it in? Oh, it was just being persnickety. Okay. Not the easiest thing I've ever had to take out of a package. Let's see. Tell you what, why don't we zoom in here on the gun for just a moment before we get to the figure. And you have two of them. They're exactly the same. So it's just a hollow plastic gun, looks like. It does have some paint on it, so that's promising. And I guess these will clip together. Yeah, you can make them clip together. So that's kind of nice, I guess. Taking a look at the figure. Let's see here. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Sorry. Had to get my ruler out. He's coming in... Let's zip back out just a tinch. He's coming in at approximately... to the tips of this, about 5 1/4 inches. To the top of that, to the bottom of his foot. Shoulder to shoulder, we're looking at right about 3 inches. Depth wise, that's going to be up here. We're looking at about 1 3/4 inches, give or take. Alright, so let's zoom in here and take us a look at him. First off, the head sculpt is dynamic, I'll give it that. Yeah, doesn't really scream drag strip to me, but maybe I'm just thinking of a different drag strip. Who knows? I do like this, although I am missing the Decepticon symbol there, so who knows. Yeah, coming down the figure, we've got some paint here, paint on the head, paint here. Obviously that's painted. We get paint on the arms here. We get a little bit, we get a racing stripe here. Coming on down, we get a little bit of paint here and here. Yeah, articulation. The head, is it on a ball peg? No. Can y'all see back in there? It is not on a ball peg. So any up and down you get is going to be based around the transformation joint that's right here. It will move left and right though. The arms can come up that far, so that's as far as he's going to go. He's going to go whee like that. All the way around, although it does knock into this. Bicep rotation is based around this mushroom peg. What an interesting looking mushroom peg. That's different. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before. Kind of like it. Single hinged elbow gets you past your 90-degree mark. The wrists don't rotate. They're molded in, looks like. Oh, or do they? If they do, they don't like it happily. This piece right here moves up and down. I don't know if that's important to anything. And this piece can move in and out, so that's something else. Waist rotation, no ab crunch, but he does have full forward leg, so there's that. Speaking of, he can do the American splits just fine. Oh wow, and he can more than do the Chinese splits without trouble. Thigh rotation is built around another one of those really interesting mushroom pegs. Look at that. You get full rotation there. The knee, 90 degrees, and the feet can go, he's got a rocker. They can go all the way down, but you don't get an upward foot. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pause right here. We're going to do scale comparisons, and then I'll transform it. Oh, I suppose I better see if he can, oh crap, hold his weapon, right? Should. I mean, they're pretty good at that at this point. Yep, he can hold his weapon with no problem. Alright, let's do scale comparisons, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so the transformation here for old Dragstrip is not incredibly hard. The first thing we want to do is take this panel right here and just kind of rotate it forward like this so that it looks like that. Do that on both sides. This won't take long at all. Go ahead and bring down this sliding piece right here. It'll just clip in right there. Just kind of theoretically like that. Okay. Pull this part open. It's on a double hinge here, and we can tuck the head in like that at this time. Rotate these around. Now there's a mechanism here that you can hopefully see that will allow you to bring this up, and it kind of pins in here. So just you got to kind of wiggle it until it moves. This will allow you to clamp all this together, and it clamps quite securely. Now, you can easily see how these bits go in, right? There's a clip right here that I'm hoping you all can see that's going to clip around right here on that little bit right there. Makes it quite challenging to get out. So you've got to kind of flex it around that to get it in place. Once it's there, it is solid. So once this thing is combined onto Menasor, I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. At least theoretically it shouldn't. Alright, rotate this around to here. Pull this up. and back, and that will clip in right here and right here and solidify all that. And his head is hollow so that it makes the seat, if y'all can see that. Rotate the legs. Okay. Bring these bits up, and I have to tell you, it's probably best to just go ahead and connect them together now. You'll see why here in just a moment. Open up these panels, and you can see we're no longer combiner warsing the legs. It's a little bit different. Similar, but not quite the same. Close them up, and then just hook everything together where it goes. And here is Dragstrip in his alt mode. He's measuring in at approximately 5.5 inches by right about 2 1/8 height wise. I mean, you know, inch and a quarter at the most. Yeah, let's zoom in here so y'all can see, and as always we'll do pictures. So we've got the red stripe on the gold here. This could be much brighter. Kind of wish it was. It's more like a dusky brownish gold, but we do get some beautiful silver through here and in here. The red of the head comes through, and it does kind of look like a chair. I would really prefer that to go down, though. It's just a block right there. You get the brown, the Decepticon symbol. Yeah, this is all right. So I'll tell you what, why don't we go ahead and do some pictures of this, and then we'll do some final thoughts. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, Dragstrip, how's it going? Not talking, eh? Well, that's all right. If I belonged to Tom, I wouldn't talk very much either. Nemesis, you do know that you do belong to me, right? You are my mascot, my figure. I have a contract. Yes, you have a contract, but you also know that technically I kind of purchased you on the internet. No, you didn't. You bought me at that toy shop you used to go to. You remember, we used to do commercials for him. Where'd you get this guy? He came from Walmart. Right. Alright, well, I guess that's all for me. Whack. Don't ask me, folks. I'm just the better half. You take that back. Rah! I don't know what I'm doing anymore, folks. Anyway, all right. So the playability of this figure is really good. This is not the best design I've ever seen, but it is enjoyable when you figure out how to transform it right. It works just fine. I would not hesitate at all to get one of these for a younger collector or, you know, a child or something. Just based around how comfortable it is to work with. The materials, the plastic quality, they're your typical Hasbro plastic. It would break under enough pressure. You know, just squeezing it, drop something heavy on it, but it's not gonna just randomly break. Some child, again, playing with it should be fine. If they step on it, it's gonna break. But that's a child's toy, right? And let's be honest, this is a child's toy. The cost of it, now that's where it starts getting prohibitive. This was $25. I bought it at Walmart, and this is a lot of money for a little figure. I say that having spent like $30 or $40 on Legends figure, and I actually bought that urine yellow Prime that's coming. If you're familiar, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm looking forward to actually doing a video on that, but yeah, I think that's Magic Square. I don't own one of their Primes, but I own that one. I've gone ahead and paid for it. I'm just waiting for it to come in. I also was not able to figure out how to get the thing to turn into, like, to separate for the division of the arm. I'm sure there's a way, but I have not been able to figure it out just yet. It may just be a flat car that they put on the, the bicep, and everything else works. I haven't really gone into too much detail looking at the Minosaur. Let's talk about it real quick, just for a minute, when we're talking about the cost. This was $25 for me. That means if it stays this price, if the deluxes never go up, then that means $100 for the Limbots. And the Motormaster was tagging in at $90 with the trailer. That's roughly $200 for a Hasbro combiner. That is cost prohibitive for me. Now, honestly, if I know myself, I'll see Runabout. I'll see them out and while I'm running around, and I'll probably pick them up. So $200 over the course of like a year is really not all that much. But do I need another Minosaur? No, I don't need another Minosaur. But I have to tell you, handling this, if he was my first Transformer, I'd probably buy more. The engineering is fun. The plastic feels okay. The yellows almost match correctly. Hasbro has tried to do some better things with what they have. And this represents that. It's not the greatest looking thing I've ever seen, but it's got enough G1 to it to where I can kind of go, I get it. Anyway, should you buy this? If you want to spend 25 bucks, if you want to get into another combiner, $200 Hasbro combiner, which is more than the Titans, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, there's nothing here to say not to buy it, other than the cost. And honestly, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Having spent this much money and sitting here going, I should not have spent that much money, I like this figure. So take of that what you will. This is Tom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Another satisfied customer of Vitamin John. Operators are standing by. Call now.